Hey everybody, past video I said this is what I use for my bushcraft gear and hiking and whatnot, and I had the Gerber fire steel, you know, been great, used it a lot. Only complaint I've had with it is I think the fire steel is too short. Sometimes it can be a little bit of a awkward situation. You have to put a longer lanyard on it, but this one will probably go in the car and it'll stay in the car, be back up. So to replace it, I got the Army Fireball, twice the length on the steel, as you guys can see. So I mean, striking, you can really get the speed up on it, and it strikes really well. It throws sparks like crazy. I don't want to do them inside because this thing really throws sparks. But so that's the replacement for that guy. Also, weight-wise, you know, I dropped a ton of weight, which is nice. You guys know I carry an F1. Great knife. Obviously no complaints about it. Holds an edge good for a stainless blade. I've changed it to a bit of a Scandi grind, a short Scandi grind I should call it. It's good chopping and stuff like that. It had a convex grind on it before. I like that knife, but I wasn't a fan of the sheath. The plastic polycarbonate sheath, and I wanted something that can combine the two of them all in one. So got a hold of the guys at bushcraftcanada.com, Paul, and he said we make this custom for the F1, and it is a beautiful sheath. It's got the fire steel holder. He recommends this fire steel, but any fire steel should work. And then I put a little plastic band lanyard on that one, and you can upgrade it to carry the actual D3 or D4 stone. They make an adapter to go in front of that. Beautifully made, heavy duty, very nice looking too. So that's what I've upgraded to. I like having it all in one at Bushcraft Canada. Dr. Paul, he's the man. Then I had a Mac, a multi-tool, and I always had difficult flipping open all the implements and the knives and stuff, and the blade was quite short, and everybody says, you know, you want to have a secondary blade, should be a folding knife, something small, packable. I agree, but I also like the idea of having a multi-tool, having some pliers, you know, a saw, whatever. So I did some research, looked at Gerbers, looked at the Victorinox, all the Leatherman styles, and I ended up on a Leatherman, and I ended up on a Leatherman Surge. The main reason I went with the Surge is because flip out, lock out blades. No more picking for your little blades, your little knives. You know, they're a nice, you know, 3.5-inch blade. The scissors and a file, a true good coarse file, and then a diamond file. Great for sharpening hooks, probably retouching up the knife if you're out in the bush. Real fast touch-ups. And the nice thing is, it's, if you guys seen other reviews of it, it uses the Bosch now jigsaw T-shank. So not only does it come with a file, it comes with a blade, but any of the T-shank jigsaw blades fit in there. So I mean, now you've just made more adaptability. If you break your blade, it's cheap to replace. I mean, $8 buys you like 5 blades, and they're a little bit longer. You can stuff them in your pouch. You can buy the option, same price, with or without a pouch. I was, oh, I'm going to go with a pouch. I'm glad I did. It's a leather outside wrap, Cordura, and stretchy sides, and it also has a fire steel or a pen loop. So I was pretty pleased with that. The front little pouch here, you see that holds your saw blade. A little short guy, but like I said, jigsaw T-shank, and you can put in, I believe the longest ones they make are like 4 inches, 4.5 inches. So then you got a nice, decent sized saw in there, So that's what I went with. I like the flip out, how it flips out, easier, quicker. So I've now moved down to those two for my on belt, I should say, main blade, backup blade, and tool all on my belt. The surge is heavy, but it's not as heavy as my Mac 1, and the quality's second to none.